Hello, my name is Wesley Pratt, and this is my review project. So the first topic is personality tests. Like other professions and scientists, personologists also use instruments to track metrics. Personality tests are used by personologists to track a variety of individual traits. Since these tests are scientifically based, they must exhibit both reliability and validity. Reliability demonstrates the degree to which the test results are repeatable, while validity demonstrates that a test measures the intended object. The second topic is Freud's personality construct. Freud's personality construct has three principal components: the id, the ego, and the superego. The id exists out of the realm of consciousness and composes primitive needs. The ego exists in the conscious realm and serves the purpose of satisfying the id's needs. The ego also aids in promoting self-preservation. The final personality construct is the superego, which is thought of as the morality principle and incorporates the norms and standards of society. The third topic is Jung's collective unconscious. Perhaps Carl Jung's most notable contribution to psychology was his theory on the collective unconscious. Jung believed that the collective unconscious was a collection of ancestral experiences dating to the dawn of mankind and was common to all humans. He believed that every person contained an unconscious and that it did not reside in one single person. He also believed all of religion came from the collective unconscious. The fourth topic is Adler's inferiority complex. Alfred Adler believed that humans universally feel powerless, insufficient, and helpless. Adler believed that this was evident by our constant comparisons to others and seen in our pursuit for perfection. These ideas would be the founding principles of his inferiority complex, the term for exaggerated, persistent form of inadequacy that is partly explained by a deficiency in social interest. The fifth topic is Horney's basic anxiety. Karen Horney had interesting theories on basic anxiety. She believed that normal personality development occurred when factors in the social environment allowed children to develop basic confidence. Abnormal development occurs when environmental conditions restrict a child's psychological development. If this happens, basic anxiety takes the place of confidence that would occur naturally in the child. Number 6 is Harry Sullivan's self-system. Harry Sullivan believed that those who are close to us in life are considered significantly important, and our personality cannot exist without those important people in our lives. That is because significant others develop a self-system, which is a part of personality that is created from the influences of significant others upon one's feeling of well-being. Number 7. Sullivan's 3 modes of experience. Harry Sullivan also proposed 3 different modes of experience: prototaxic, parataxic, and syntaxic. Prototaxic represents infancy in the most primitive type of experience, a stage generalized by absence of thought. The parataxic mode is characterized by the child who uses speech, but still lacks logical connections and certain cognitive abilities. Finally, the syntactic stage represents the stage where words are important to become shared with other people to share experiences and observations. The 8th topic is Erikson's psychosocial development. Erik Erikson believed that people go through 8 stages of psychosocial evolution as a result of forces and physical yearnings. These stages include infancy, early childhood, preschool, school age, adolescence, young adult, middle adulthood, and maturity. He believed that each of these stages built upon one another and represented different struggles and life events. Number 9 is Fromm's theories on rootedness. Erich Fromm proposed that individuals contain rootedness, which is a craving to maintain one's natural ties and not to be separated. With roots, we have to stand alone without knowledge of who we are. He believed that throughout life we develop new roots, which substitute our old roots. Number 10 is also from Fromm, and it's his 6 social character types. Erich Fromm proposed the idea of frames of orientation. As Fromm described, a frame of orientation is a cognitive map of one's natural and social worlds, which allows an individual to make sense of difficult and troubling issues. Without this, we have no points of reference and lack of understanding. Again, this was Erich Fromm's frames of orientation. Number 11 is Rogers' humanistic psychology. Carl Rogers was one of the original founders of humanistic psychology, a movement that emphasized and stressed the value of the individual. By doing so, Rogers encourages creativity, free choice, internationalism, and empowers people to take on their own psychological problems. This school of psychology was hugely impactful in embracing the functioning and experience of the whole human being. Number 12 was also by Carl Rogers, and it was his unconditional positive regard. Carl Rogers believed in the importance of unconditional positive regard in therapy. He believed that all people have needs that can be fulfilled only in human relationships. The purpose of positive regard was to communicate to people that they are appreciated, with no strings attached, valued, worthwhile, just for being who they are. The 13th topic is Maslow's hierarchy for needs. Perhaps the theory Abraham Maslow is most well known for is his hierarchy of needs. This theory seeks to explain the most basic needs of the individual and how these needs must be attained before other needs can be attended to. These needs included psychological, safety and security, belonging and love, and esteem. Once these needs were met, the individual could then self-actualize and exercise one's full potential. Number 14 is Kell's system of constructs. George Kelly viewed personality as a system of interacting constructs. These constructs existed so that people could see the world in the future can be anticipated. For each person, Kelly believed, these constructs would be ranked in their importance, which composed of a fundamental personality. Number 15 is Rotter's locus of control. Julian Rotter was the first to propose the idea of the locus of control. This theory evaluated the idea that people believe that they have control over the situations and experiences that affect their lives. People with an internal locus of control believe their successes or failures are a result of their actions. Individuals with an external locus of control believe events take place due to factors beyond their control. The 16th topic is Bandura's social learning theory. Albert Bandura proposed in social learning theory the importance of observing, modeling, and imitating the behavior of others. Social learning theory accounts for how environmental and cognitive factors impact learning and behavior. Bandura believed this type of learning could be used to explain a wide variety of behaviors not previously understood. The 17th topic is Skinner's operant condition. B.F. Skinner introduced the world operant conditioning as an instrument for understanding behavior. Operant conditioning is a process by which an organism operates on its environment, with consequences that influence the likelihood of that operation or behavior will be repeated. The behavior that constitutes the operation on the environment is called an operant. The 18th topic is Murray's thematic appreciation test. Murray's most notable contribution to psychology was his thematic apperception test, or TAT. This test was used as an instrument for assessing a person's self-reflective perceptions, which would reveal thema that are evoked by some ambiguous pictures. Individuals would be shown a picture, and then they are asked to make up a story for the picture. The results are used to reveal personality orientations and traits. Number 19 is Cattell's theory on traits. One of Raymond Cattell's most notable contributions were his ideas on the variety of traits. Cattell proposed several different novel types of traits, including second-order traits, source traits, and surface traits. These ideas about traits stem from subsidization, the idea that some psychological entities are subsumed by others. The 20th and final topic we will review is free will. Numerous psychologists and schools of psychology have varying opinions on whether we, are in fact driven by forces beyond our comprehension, and of course whether we are in fact the ones steering the ship. This debate started with Freud, who suggested that we are driven by unconscious forces. Jung later agreed with Freud, but without the sexual component. Since then, many other psychologists have weighed in on this topic, and it is still something that is being debated today.